Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. If one searches who he is already what he searches. So that's why it is said, no efforts. But can you ask somebody to make no efforts? Eventually it can't, or eventually becomes lazy. So this sentence is not what the mind understands. No efforts means no doer. Let the doer not interfere. And then at once, whatever is left is what you are. That's it, huh? Now, if you want to hear something more, you have to ask. Yes. Hello.
Um, you spoke about discrimination the other day.
Yeah.
And that it's important to have this capacity.
Yeah, when you cannot take it, I am that already. Yeah.
Mm. And then there is this doer situation. So.
Yeah, sure.
And when you spoke about it, I even could see that this word was not in my vocabulary.
That the word was not in your vocabulary, yeah? Ah.
And that was very interesting to see, because there was something hiding, connected with guilt, discrimination, selection.
Because you question what you cannot question normally.
Yeah.
No, there is no obligation. You are free to question everything.
Yeah.
That's how you get a sharp discrimination.
Yeah.
But you see, generally the sharp discrimination comes not adding an understanding. It's generally removing a belief. You understand?
Moving a belief,
Yeah.
yes.
That's how it becomes sharper and sharper.
Yeah.
And generally, when you have not too much to remove, then you are in a kind of blank, and then suddenly it may make sense to ask who is the subject, But it doesn't always happen like this. Huh? It's just now I'm explaining about discrimination. But it's surely still a work of a doer in the mind. But you see, one has to have the discrimination. Okay, I cannot take it, or I do take it, and all that falls. You don't even care about. Or you find it's a good tool. It's a good tool because it doesn't add things to your mind.
Yeah, in my case now, it showed me some identification of being the good guy instead of being clear in seeing what's really going on. So it was now very nice to see.
Nice, challenging, and nice. Yes, it frees you, you see. It frees you. Yeah. Don't fall into becoming a bad guy, yeah? Just
Well, it can happen, yeah. But
anyway, if you are good, don't worry, you are bad too. Yeah. Shiva, yeah. You want it, no? Okay.
I love this how did you say, no effort thing? And I think I try, I'm not really good, but how can I encourage, for example, my partner not to be too ambitious or too lazy?
You have your partner.
Yes, because I think
I think
just
in
try.
Satsang we come alone. We
No,
come
no,
with
no, no, but it's yes, I am. No, but it's more like, how can I like support or encourage or
Forget it, don't ask me this question. I'm very bad at it. Very bad.
for others, you mean? Or what does this answer mean?
Try to understand.
Or
Satsang is to solve your problem. If you bring somebody, it's already you hide your search because it's difficult.
no, I'm not bringing someone. I was asking, how can I support?
Yeah, but somebody else, not you.
Yes, but I try to support myself too.
Yeah, but first support yourself. Can you?
No.
Ah, that's the thing. Then first solve that, and then maybe automatically the rest comes.
Okay, this I can understand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You were speaking about blank,
Mm.
and I see that's been happening the last two satsangs for me. But there's still someone, as you say, seeing this blank,
Yeah,
and
it's not very fun.
no, it's quite boring.
Yeah, but nobody obliges you to stay there. Huh? If you see it, where are you?
It feels like I'm not getting out of that.
If you see it, from where are you to see it? That's what you are. You don't need to make a loop. And then the somebody can enjoy or not. It doesn't affect, you see. The confusion is the awareness of something, and then you think it is the something which is the awareness. Actually, you are, today doesn't matter, awareness, you are the awareness all the time. That you believe you are free or not. What you are is the awareness of being free or not being free. It is not the quality to be free or not to be free. Can you get rid of that?
Of awareness?
Yeah.
No.
Then that's it. It's like in the sleep, you see, in the sleep. People try, because they understand this way, if you are enlightened, so if you are the awareness, you will be aware in the sleep. No. A sleep is a state, the mind sleeps. The awareness of the sleep is there, but there is nothing to catch because it's a sleep. But there is always awareness. Otherwise, how do you know you slept? It's just that the mind. So you have not to make effort in the sleep to try to be aware of the sleep. The doer trying to be aware of its sleep. It's totally crazy, but it's understood mainly like this. So I say that because can you never ever be not awareness? Tell me, because then I will point to you the confusion between the state of a mind and what you are. Can you be not aware? I didn't say aware of.
No, now that you point to the sleep, I can't find any other case where there's no aware of, maybe.
Because it's sleep.
Yes.
Because it's sleep, but it's there.
I also see that it's not an experience.
You cannot figure it out. This is the thing.
But there's some. Yeah, I just want to mention that to.
Yeah, sure.
That something is still looking for experiences.
Yeah, sure. Sure, the mind doesn't like to be at loss. You see, he will invent something to chew. But you see, the mind is limited. It cannot comprehend I will say a quality, but the beauty, the joy, the freedom just to be. Yes, conditional qualities. The mind. No, definitively you cannot figure it out. Otherwise, you create a doer. Yeah, someone. And nothing wrong in creating someone, but just know it then. And then you don't search anymore. You know, it's like that. And at any time you can always free yourself from being something, someone. I don't remember, I know you, but where?
Of course.
Where it was?
2018.
Where?
Here.
Yeah, I know now. Hi. So,
Yeah, I have to speak about something that happened about a half year ago. I had a contact with a brother with whom I usually never, for decades, almost no contact. There's a tension. And after that contact, I felt like, oh, it's better to never have contact again because maybe he wants to kill me or I want to kill him.
yeah, so you came.
2 months later, my sister called me. He has a cancer and he died in 2 months. He died later.
Ah,
Now I feel a bit. I have something to do with that or what?
no, you're free. You're free from here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it? You want trouble?
Yeah, that's. You cannot say that.
Why?
You cannot say I'm happy he died, so I'm free.
Of course. Only if you want to have troubles, you don't say that. You can choose now. Just choose what you want. To be constantly in trouble up to your death, or to be free. It's a gift he left. Tell me now. You can even thank him.
At some point he said, be happy you don't have it. This cancer.
I prefer... No, not like that. Thank you, you left.
Yeah.
Basta. And never go back to this rotten mind of the past. Okay?
Okay, yeah, very clear.
Very nice. So we'll see you now in maybe 7 years?
No, I think I stay till you go is December.
Then I can check if you don't bring your rotten mind.
You can what?
I can check if you don't bring your rotten mind.
Again, yeah.
Ah.
Thank you.
I will say something extremely common and traditional, but when I found it was not. Really, the awareness, what I am. There is always a confusion between the object of, I am aware of, the confusion with the object of the awareness. Like, and it is called the identification, okay. Otherwise, awareness, it's not identified. It is aware of. It's never identified. But the mind, as it doesn't know awareness, it will translate as I am what I experience or whatever. Confusion, a confusion. So the thing is already here. It's just, it's not well seen, it's not well interpreted. That's all. And the people always speak of ego, ego. No, there is not such a thing as an ego. There is such a thing, apparently, as a confusion. And the one who is confused is called an ego. But it's better not to insist so much on the ego. You have not to transform the ego not to be the ego. You just have to see, I am awareness, I just confused with whatever events and what not. There was never an ego. It's a misunderstanding. People spend years in cleaning and making the ego transparent. Oh. I don't say that that work is useless, but it's not the way to realize yourself, that's all. It's for the life, this work. I see more and more that some people in Satsang, they come having a background of therapy, transforming oneself, not oneself, but one individual. And then eventually they get attracted to come to Satsang, to see that their real nature was always here. Or some, they just directly go to Satsang, but later in their life, as Satsang stirs up everything, the somebody suddenly has to look to a few things in the life which troubles him, and he wants to be a bit more freed from that. So everything is linked, you see. But as I am concerned in Satsang only with the background, with the essence of everyone, I have to tell that you are already that. So it will not be, you will not be helped here by your mind. You just have, for once, not to listen to your mind. Not to try to do anything with your mind. You choose, but don't fight. We need the mic, or on the left or on the right. Where is the mic? Where you were? Where, in which cloth you were?
Ganga talking about mind and discrimination.
Ah,
Isn't discrimination a work of the mind?
but I said that all the time.
Ah,
No, I didn't say that.
you said don't use the mind.
Don't use the mind, that's the best. Can you, just now, I said to you, but I said to everyone, if you feel like I can't, that's the very good tool in the mind, even though you have to leave the mind at some point.
Yes.
I think since 28 years, I am clear about it. You are that, no need of mind. You can't take it. Could you take it when you met Papaji directly? No. Then? When I met Papaji, that's how I recognized he's my master, and then he became the master of the world. It's because of that experience of knowing myself. But when the mind came back, it interpreted it as the concept I had about it. But this I didn't know. So in my innocence or naivety, I felt, oh, I need to learn more. I need to just be with him all the time to learn more. You see. So what is this? Is the mind which came back with a different color in it? Sure. Huh? It was still wet, having plunged into the river. But then started the discrimination. Oh, I thought it was like, oh, it was a concept. Oh, this and that. You see, in that way.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In a way, you can say one can get an enlightened mind, but it is for example, knowing what I tell you and what you also know by now, I hope, it's getting, it's an enlightened mind. But as the mind is enlightened, he knows what is and all that. He is also non-enlightened in many stages of life. So you should not confuse. It's a consequence. Waves of enlightened mind is a consequence of the real realization. It is not it.
Thank you, Ganga.
It's true, it looks so strange that if you remember your life, the same thing which is so obvious now, once upon a time it didn't. You were busy with the search. But what? I don't know. Actually, satsang, if you see, satsang cannot be expressed in words. Real satsang means. So why is it that so many satsang, too, there are silence also in the satsang, which are also very powerful. It's a language also. But why there are words? It's a big mystery, because the demand is formed by the mind. So there is the same means to reply, but as the reply comes from somewhere else, doesn't come from the mind, there is a hope that it destabilizes the belief in the one who asked. Otherwise, we cannot speak. One of those very strong sentences which stayed with me from Papaji was, "Don't land anywhere." So it was part of my discrimination to choose that, to help me, knowing that it is not to stay in a, knowing that it's not the mind which will be enlightened. Don't land anywhere. And not to land anywhere, there should be nobody. Otherwise you land nowhere. It's very simple, you see. If you have, for example, my thought is, I land nowhere. Looks like I land nowhere. If I take this, I would be caught again. Thoughts go on changing. So at least give, a split second, split second to not to go to a thought. Let it be an enlightened thought. Hi, Anand. From which cave do you come from? The cosmic cave.
Can I say something?
Of course, but with the mic. Thank you very much. Attends.
I laugh because I was trying to not catch don't do, and if you ask about ginger, I relaxed and dropped and
And you were aware of trying to,
yes,
and you are aware that that thought relaxed you. So who are you? Quick.
I am
Awareness.
awareness.
Okay. In the context of what more do you want to know.
Nothing.
Very good. Anand. Just honor that. That's why Papaji said don't land anywhere, you see. Because if you land, then you identify with with the landing. The same, if you don't land, you are as you are when you land, but then your mind make you believe about the landing. But it's there is not two non-reality. No. It's always about what is. What is always there. Yeah. Sometimes naked, sometimes empty form, sometimes, most of the time, full of forms. But that they are forms only. The empty form is not more real than the form.
Yes.
Mm. It just gives you waves of gratitude, peace, bliss, joy, and then your life is mixed with that now. But that's all, that's the life. You're not more enlightened. Being enlightened after the search than before the search. It was always, you were always, I am. The mind now keeps quiet, can keep quiet, can have waves of keeping quiet, can keep quiet. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Sometimes when I am here with you,
Yeah.
I feel like my energy is going up,
Yeah.
and it's nice.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't know if it's just because of your presence. Sometimes
It's your trust. It's because of your trust.
But is it good, the trust? Is it good?
Why not? Because the trust doesn't throw you, is not thrown on me. It's thrown on what I am, which is the same.
So it's not my mind creating fantasies.
A little bit, because you just attribute you just attribute it to my my shape. So that is the mind. But the trust, because which makes you come to satsang. You see, that gives you whatever experience, but you see what consequences, they're like what makes you love to come, makes you drive so many hours to come? Just there.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. One says I don't know when he speaks of oneself. So myself drags me there because I like to be reminded. I love it. But what you love, it is here already. It has always been here. You see? There is a kind of loop which may disappear. Because it's all about what is with you. Already. But it's already what a blessing to allow oneself just not to go in the mind, even if it is still going somewhere, to be reminded. It's already so much blessing, you see. And but in fact, you are everywhere yourself, everywhere. Everywhere. What I would not really trust, even though it may be very great for the life, is the energy you feel. Because you see, that energy can come with another cause also. And it's an effect, it's an expression. Due to your faith, it may be like that. Don't be dependent on one experience. And if you are dependent, try to see, oh, it's to remind myself not to land anywhere, not to land even on that experience. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, Ganga.
Hi.
I was wondering, is it okay if I share a personal experience, but it's also an Osho experience?
Of course.
Okay. So, you know, in the mornings there's lecture, and he's talking about not landing anywhere, but he used different words, right?
Okay.
And
Can I know the word?
Pardon me?
Can I know that word he speaks?
Hold on.
Can,
I'm so sorry.
no,
I'm
no.
hard of hearing.
Can I know the word he expresses? Okay. Okay, it's okay. You understood the
I think then no landing is easier too.
Okay.
Yeah, because everybody knows what it means here.
Okay.
So he talked about it not landing anywhere, and then in the afternoon you went to group, you know, you had therapy group, and you know, after you did the therapies, whatever it was,
Yeah.
there was really a very strong feeling of love in the room.
Yes.
Absolutely strong.
Yeah.
And then,
So.
you know, you looked at a girl, and the girl looked at you, and kaboom, you know, and the knot landing right out of the window. And your mind was just singing, you know. I feel good, da 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 da. I know that I would, da 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 da. So it was actually much later that I realized that you know the not landing applied also to that one. So yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, but it wasn't apparent at that time. So.
Or even, you see, even Papaji, who taught without therapy, it was not apparent too at once.
Yeah.
The mind interprets, you see, the mind.
Yeah.
So you are lucky. You are lucky not to be completely taken by experiences.
Yeah.
It can create also that you have enough of experiences. Sure. Everyone has his ways, huh? But of course, some teachers teach really something else. But if it is about what you already are, there are different ways, more or less direct. Yeah. Because anyway, the realization dawns on you when you just understand that it was always here. In whatever way you arrive there, you see. So. It looks like if you go to someone who is pointing out directly, or to someone who is pointing out directly plus some indirect practices, it's all about the mind getting exhausted. It takes the same time. I was with a guide who was really direct, no practice beside. I took as much time as those who went and practiced a lot and then did enough. It's about the exhaustion of the mind, and that's very personal, how much time it takes. It's amazing.
Hello again. Maybe it's not so important to mention, but yeah, the thought processes keep booting up, and yeah, I spot them, but it's still somebody. It feels like who is spotting them, and
But
there's
your
this.
interpretation is wrong. It's not somebody. The mind likes to own. It creates that somebody. Tell.
now that you say it, it feels like that somebody is also a thought.
Yes. It's part of the thought. There is no thought if there is not somebody.
So it's making a problem out of this spot the mind, and that. Yeah, okay, I'm back to the same loop there.
Then now you forget it.
Thank you.
Didn't like it. There was a flyer. Is he less aware because he slapped the fly?
The fly?
No, he. The fly is also consciousness. Ay, ay, ay. You see how easily one speaks not wrong. I said the fly is also consciousness. No. What created what makes the fly move? What created the life is consciousness. And of course, in the language we speak like that, and it's okay. But then it creates concept. Anand. I guess that's why Ramana Maharishi said, for the self, I, because he didn't say I thought. He said I. Then you have no problem. And then the I thought can pass by, but I am not the I thought. Why not, huh? Eh oui. But that's why it's very difficult to express, I agree in that way, but if we remove that thing, that it's difficult, I don't understand when someone expresses, for example, listening. Individual I is no more there, so now it's listening, or it is enjoying or suffering. Oh no, they would not say that. Um, um, Whatever. How could it be? If there is listening, there is I listen. It's together. Otherwise, you keep quiet. There is nothing like listening or no listening. There is no event. So it introduces so much confusion, and it looks great. Advaitic title, listening. No, it's not well seen for me. It is not. Anything you know, there is I thought. The I is the root of any event, any experience, any thought. Otherwise, there is no thought. And for them, no thought means listening. Still, I am listening, but it's not me who listens. It's bullshit. It is you as somebody who is listening with your senses. A lot of bullshit is given. So, sharp discrimination. And yeah.
What about then just being? Is it in the same plate?
Depends who speaks.
Okay.
It's an indication. It's an indication. Otherwise, even you see when you are very, let's say, moment of direct and sharp, you don't even allow I am. So, I mean, indications. But this, yeah, but those who say that I live my life now like I said, they don't mean that, huh? They mean that, but it's not well expressed. At least when you say being, there is no even there. But surely, how to say, you don't even know what it is. You don't even know. So. Being throws you in the unknown. You don't know. What you can know is through senses, through feelings, through thoughts, through whatever of this machine. And that machine is maintained with I am born. So I will always be there in the life. I am born. But as an essence, it comes from the essence. Well, maybe too much explanations, I don't know. But it implies so much bullshit of concept to say, as I said, which I don't like the expressions, because then it means in this life, some people are more realized than others. What is this? They should go back to the monastery. Huh? In the same way, some people say, you don't say I anymore when you do something, you say he. Yeah, it's, something has not been seen. What is it? Yeah, it is this deep belief that in this life it's not yet perfect. It's the life is already the expression of what I am. It's already as it has to be. You cannot perfect it. It's a concept. Enough? Yeah? Thank you very much.